think the positive thing, I mean, this sounds so funny, but, you know, by playing these 3 straight away games, you know, we've had a chance to spend so much time around our players. And really, you know, from a relationship standpoint, being around them, coaching them as hard as we can, young guys getting a chance to get in. I think this 3-game away thing will really help us in the end. Right now, as bleak as it is, there's not many positives right now, but I think starting Monday, we can get some things solved.
Any other questions?
You talked a little bit about the passing attack and the matchup between the Texas Tech offense and your defense. Could you talk about their rushing attack, because they had a lot of success with it?
You know, it was, it's, like I said, when you can play man-to-man coverage, you can outnumber them a little bit in the box. But when you have to spread out and play kind of an umbrella coverage, you play right into their hands. But it's kind of a double-edged sword, you know. I mean, if you go one safety in the middle and play some kind of man, you're going to get exposed with that. So there's no question they had us. And we knew it was coming. I mean, I knew what was coming. I was just disappointed because the one turnover, we fortunately got off the field in that situation. For us right now against a team like that, we're going to have to create turnovers. But they did a good job. I mean, they did a good job schematically. We couldn't stop the run. We couldn't stop the pass, if we're honest. You know, that's the reality of that situation. Again, we need to have a better plan. There's some things we need to ask guys to do better if they're capable of doing.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
You did such a good job running the ball last week against Texas. What prevented you from kind of building on that and feeding on that again this week?
I think that's a good question. You know, I think they didn't let us get the ball on the perimeter as much. You know, it seemed to me they said, listen, you're going to hand it up in there and try to run between the tackles. And we're a little bit undersized in there at guard. You know, we're about 270 pounds at guard. We started 2 true freshmen on offense, Gary Adcock and Carlos Wiggins. We're a little bit small inside. And they've got those 2 inside tackles that I know both kids, I think they're both junior college kids they recruited last year. I mean, they've got some good-looking kids in there. They're an improved defense. But I think they've made us keep the ball in the box a little bit more. They didn't let us get it out on the perimeter. They were just a little bigger and more physical than us on the inside.
What was the strategy in switching quarterbacks back and forth during the game? What do you think each one brought?
You know, I thought BR did a couple good things. I was glad BR didn't get hurt on that last play. You know, we go for it on 4th and down, and he almost gets hurt. You know, BR did some good things. I mean, BR threw the ball well at times. Again, you can see his strengths throwing a little bit more than running. That's just where we are. You know, that's just where we are to function. We need to continue to get Cole in there. Cole has to do what Cole does. We have to have a little more trust. Maybe not trust isn't the right word, but a little bit more of it's ahead of us. And throw the ball a little more with Cole. You know, just like we play so many young guys, we have to just say, look, for us to be better in the future, we have to do these things. Even though we obviously know Cole right now doesn't function well in the passing game. For us to be better at some point, we have to do that.
How do you think Tech's defense did, or compared to what
Well,
you expected?
I talked to Tommy before the game. He thought they were much improved. You know, I know him well enough that we could have a conversation, a realistic conversation. He thinks they're a much better defensive football team, and I do too. You know, they've recruited well. He's brought in some junior college kids. They're physical looking. But I think the biggest thing is they've really become just a technique defense, where they line up pretty much in the same thing every down. They look to me, and I know this from talking to them, they're really emphasizing technique. They feel their talent levels up, so they're able to do that. And I know he's gone through some of the same frustrations I've gone through, that we're going through right now. But he's got that thing built up, I think. What's his 3rd year, Tommy? I think he's got it built up a little bit. I think he's got a coaching staff that he's comfortable with now on defense.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, guys. Thank you.